Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Aries. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. All right, so we have the Six of Swords. Okay, somebody coming towards you. This is a very peaceful energy, Aries. Ooh, and we see the Emperor, so maybe another Aries or someone who mirrors you in a lot of ways. Somebody who's ready to step up. They're viewing you, as the Ace of Wands. All right, I love that. And the connection, we see the Knight of Wands. This is exactly what you need. Fiery, passionate, exciting. Somebody who gets you on a really deep level, but also somebody here who prioritizes peace. All right, and we see the Seven of Pentacles. You are what they've been waiting for, or they are exactly what you've been waiting for. Now, this person, although I do feel like they're adventurous, I feel like they're somebody who is not afraid of taking risks, I feel this is somebody who definitely takes calculated risks, Aries. This is one of my favorite Seven of Pentacles in all of my decks because this is somebody who really is ride or die. This is somebody who, after a long day, is going to be supportive, loving, want to hear about it, you know, rub your feet, rub your shoulders. I feel this person's going to be very affectionate. But most of all, this is somebody here who's got your back, all right? And with the Six of Swords here, this person brings peace. That is such a beautiful sign for a long-term connection. It's not butterflies, it's not lust. It's when someone calms your nervous system, Aries, and I feel like that's what we have here. Now, for some of you, this person might be coming from overseas, or there might be some sort of travel or distance associated with this connection. But again, I feel like you're what they've been waiting for, or they are what you've been waiting for. Yeah, the Sun card. They could be a Leo or Aries, so they definitely have that strong, fiery, passionate energy about them. You know, I love this Sun card because I'm more and more drawn to the attention. Let me see if I can speak. I blame Mercury retrograde. This card draws to my attention more so that she's out there in her bathrobe, you know, banging this gong, you know, kind of manifesting, looking up at the sun, like, you know, bring me what I want, right? Make me happy. Now, I don't feel like this person is demanding in that sense, but I also feel like this is somebody who looks good even when they're relaxed. This is somebody who's not afraid of, you know, just not wearing a mask. They don't always have to be put together, at least with you. So that to me indicates a sense of vulnerability. So again, I'm not getting that this person's a bum. I'm not getting that they don't dress well. I'm not getting that they're, you know, they don't, you know, make themselves look nice for you and present themselves well. But what I'm getting is authenticity from this card. You know, this is somebody who's, again, not going to be afraid for you to see them in all of their forms, right? And all of their stages. I don't know why I can't say what I want to say here. They see them as they are, you know, good days and bad days. But I also feel like this person has a very sunny disposition. This person might really, really love sunsets. Okay, or they might even mention to you, like, my favorite time of day is like sunset or golden hour or whatever. Maybe even sunrise. But I feel like this person is somebody who's very positive, passionate, they're playful, they get a lot of attention because they're really, really self-assured. And I also feel like this person's very successful. They have a lot to offer. And again, I feel like they've been trying to manifest someone like you or calling in someone just like you, Aries. All right, and they're also showing up as the Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, for a select few of you, this could be somebody who's coming back around to you. That does not mean that it's an ex. It could just be somebody you used to know or somebody you used to work with. The Eight of Cups in reverse tells me that, you know, this person may also, this is an interesting message. Some of you might meet this person online. But I'm also getting with the Eight of Cups in reverse, some of you, this person never thought they would get married or never thought they would actually find the one. Okay, I'm kind of getting that. Like, they've imagined it. They've been trying to manifest it. But, you know, there's a part of them that was like, yeah, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I'm meant to just be on my own. how my Aries are going to be feeling. 3 of Wands in reverse. You may feel a little bit blocked here, and it could be because of distance or travel associated with this connection. Some of my Aries, you might feel a little bit guarded when this person comes in. Like, maybe you as well have kind of given up hope or faith that the right one is out there, or I don't want to get hurt again. This person seems amazing. Maybe they seem too good to be true. Some of you also might be a little bit worried about distance or travel here, okay? Some of you might feel a little bit blocked. There could be some sort of third party here as well. I'm not really getting that this person is like dating other, like is in a, is married or in another connection. But, maybe you have other options. Maybe they have other options or something, and you're just worried that, this is blocked. All right, those are sort of initial reactions, okay? Let's see what else we need to know about this person. All right, so we get Daddy's Girl. Now remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. So regardless, your person has a close-knit relationship with their father. They might look like their father. They might have followed in their father's footsteps in what they do for a living, or they just had or have a close-knit relationship with dad. All right, yeah, but I do feel this for you, life partner. A mutual love with a partner who shares your vision for the future. This connection is meant to be long-term, okay? Relaxed, all right? So you can feel at ease with this person who's likely super approachable. Again, I think you have a lot in common here. You may even mirror each other in certain ways. And we get they have strong air in their chart. So we have like all fire coming through. A little bit of earth, but all fire. But we do see they could have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in their chart. And we also see, Aries, that this person is wealthy. Okay, or they're just somebody who has a lot to offer. They've worked hard to achieve their success, and a comfortable lifestyle here is indicated. Now, this Emperor energy, this is somebody who's very well put together. I also feel like this person may, for some of you, the way that they dress stands out a little bit. Like this is, I feel like they dress well, they're well put together. But when they, sorry, I just heard a really, like a scary noise outside, like a dog, I don't know, sorry, I just got a little distracted. But when they do, like they do dress well, but they have some sort of flash to them, right? Some sort of, special accent or something. All right, I think it's just a car squealing outside. It just scared me because I thought it was one of my neighbor's dogs. Okay, sorry about that, Aries, that little interruption there. All right, the Emperor. This is also someone who's a true leader. This is someone who, either has their own business or they're in a management role or they've done quite well for themselves. They're strategic. And again, this is somebody who's not afraid of taking risks, but they do take strategic risks here, okay? And we see your ex. So some of you, it may be somebody coming back around. Not for all of you, all right? But I also feel that, again, I was kind of getting, you might be feeling a little bit blocked here. Now, maybe it's because their ex is around them. Maybe you have an ex around you. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is your ex, okay? But for some of you, that may be the case. All right, we're seeing in their 50s. All right, so some of you, this person, could be in that age group. But remember, these really specific messages, Aries, are not going to resonate with all of you. But they will be confirmation for some of you. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And we see in their 30s. Yeah, so again, a confirmation message for some of you. And some of you may meet online. That did come through. Okay, so some of you meet, on apps or somehow through online, some sort of online connection. Or maybe that's just how they reach out to you in the beginning. All right. What else do we need to know in order to identify this person for my Aries? All right, they can speak more than one language fluently for some of you. All right, communicating their feelings comes easy for them. And I do know that the majority of my Aries out there, you really do appreciate directness, being direct. All right, and they're going to come into your life when you least expect it, okay? And we see they may have a triple syllable first, middle, or last name. All right. And let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know about this person? What else do we need to know? Okay, this person has a lot to offer. They're successful. All right, they're going to feel like they hit the jackpot with you. I feel you're going to feel that way about them. false person in reverse. I love this energy because that indicates that this is somebody who, again, they're honest. What you see is what you get, Aries. They could also be somebody who's a secret admirer, and they're going to, you know, tell you how they really feel. And we see expectation. This is, again, there's an energy of waiting. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for someone just like you, Aries. All right. Now, they're viewing you as the Ace of Wands, fiery, passionate, sexy. They're seeing this as a brand new beginning for them. It feels there's so much excitement here and passion. The Page of Swords in reverse. This person might be a little bit worried that there's something they're not seeing. Okay, so again, they might not be sure if you're seeing other people. They might not be sure if, you know, there might be some gossip around you at this time, okay, or at the time when they come towards you. They might feel like you're not interested in them, that you're not seeing them the way that they're seeing you. They might be a little bit worried, too, that you don't want to talk to them. And we see the Knight of Swords, but they also see this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here, that you're somebody who's honest, somebody who's direct, and that somebody that once they know what they want, they really, really go for it. And I do think they really admire that about you. But again, Aries, you're feeling the Two of Wands in reverse. So first the Three of Wands, now the Two of Wands. So you might have a big decision to make here between this person and somebody else. Or again, if you have some sort of history with this person, or maybe you know their ex or they know your ex, you might be like, you know, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? But you are definitely going to be feeling that Ace of Wands passion and that pull towards this person. All right, let's see what else they really admire about my Aries. What else do they really admire about my Aries, please? What else do they really admire about my Aries, please? All right, so servant energy. So that you delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Okay, and they see you as the hero, heroine archetype. You have a passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Okay, so you might also love to travel. Maybe you love to work out. Maybe you've been through a glow up. Maybe you're always challenging yourself. But what I really love about this card is we have two people coming from different places, but that want the same thing. Okay, so I love that. And they're going to see that right away. You know, Aries and I have a shared vision of the future. And they also see you as the child magical archetype here. So seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things and the belief that everything is possible. And that's also a lot of belief in yourself, right, Aries? Like, you can absolutely do whatever it is you put your mind to, all right? Now, we see the Knight of Wands. For some of you, this could be like a fast-moving connection. I feel it's going to be a very sexy, very passionate connection. But I also see with the Knight of Wands that there's some sort of travel involved. So I don't know if one or both of you travel for work. You meet while traveling. You both really enjoy traveling. Somebody here is an avid traveler. All right, but you know, that's this message, or there might be distance between the two of you. It came out early on. There may be some sort of distance or travel associated with this connection. All right, what else do my Aries need to know? Okay, so this connection enters during a shift in your life. Movement and change create space for alignment. So maybe you've just recently moved to an area or moved back to an area, or maybe they have. And again, that can be like, you know, starting to date someone when they're, you know, new to an area, or you're new to an area, can be, you know, can feel like a bit of a crapshoot. So that could be why you have some hesitation here. Yeah, but you're going to meet this person while following a personal interest. So this meeting happens while you're engaging in something you enjoy or feel passionate about. And again, there's a lot of passion here. So, you know, you could, you know, if you're passionate about working out, you could meet them in that setting. If you're passionate about art, you know, you could meet them at like an exhibit or something like that. So this meeting happens while you're engaging in something you enjoy or you feel passionate about. Alignment forms through authenticity. I also saw like, I know this is weird, this is not for all of you. Some of you, I saw like beer or wine tasting. So some of you could be really interested in like, or passionate about craft beers or wineries or something like that. Okay, and through shared work or purpose. Yeah, so this connection enters through a shared responsibility, goal, or collaborative effort. Alignment forms as you move towards something meaningful together. Absolutely. And at the bottom of the deck, we see through travel or movement. See, this energy has wanted to come through the whole reading. This meeting occurs through movement, travel, or a change of environment. New perspectives create alignment. Beautiful. And finally here, Aries, this connection supports softness, trust, and nervous system ease. Yeah, and that's what I was getting with that Six of Swords in the very beginning of this reading. It deepens where you feel safe to fully be yourself. Gorgeous. All right, let's see what else my Aries need to know here, please. Anything else my Aries need to know about this person or this connection? Anything else my Aries need to know about this person or this connection, please, Spirit? All right, so time apart, a time of separation. Again, we did get that X energy. Some of you, this is somebody that you used to know or you used to deal with. But others of you, this time apart, like you can see he's a pilot. You know, somebody here might work in hospitality or in travel. But again, there might be something here about travel or distance or somebody traveling a lot that makes you feel a little bit uneasy here. All right, so freedom. Okay, but I love this card. Healthy space and room to breathe. And when we have healthy space and room to breathe in a relationship, Aries, it's because there's trust. And we see that. We see that emotional safety, trust, and nervous system ease. So even, you know, it might be tough in the beginning or until you really know, but once you trust each other, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be easy, right? And reaching out. See, I think this person is going to be reaching out online. Okay, or again, it could be on a dating app or through some sort of social media. And we get workplace romance, common cause connection. Something about work could bring you two together. You might work in the same area or the same field. But this to me doesn't necessarily mean that this is a coworker or somebody you meet when you're out with coworkers or something or on a business trip. It's one of my cards here, Aries, for really, really high compatibility. And at the bottom of the deck, Spirit's saying this is a dream come true. Okay, this is a dream come true. Have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. Beautiful. All right, anything else we need to know about dates or times for my Aries? Dates or times for my Aries, please. February. Okay, so we just got through February, so maybe you've been talking to this person already. They could be an Aquarius or a Pisces here. All right, in the near future, so they may be coming in or reaching out in the near future. And we also see the month of July, Cancer, Leo energy. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Aries, sending you love and light. Take care.